We're running out of time, Anubarak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover!
Arthas!
The entire passage collapsed. There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anubarak and the others survived. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. You will know endless torment.
Inventory is full.
Finally. I'll be singed if I get too close to those flames. Ah, at last. Finally. I'll need this gold for when I reach the glacier. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. More of the Nerubians' blasted mechanisms. I'll have to time this perfectly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it.
Inventory is full.
More gold. This might help us later. Ah, at last. Finally. Another quake? Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. I'll make sure you suffer. For the Lich King. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it. You will know endless torment. This is more like it. Tread lightly. I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Inventory is full.
Frostmourne hungers. I must find a way across this strange obstacle. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. This is more like it.
Inventory is full.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Faithless coward. Now, Frostmourne. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Anubarak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion, Death Knight. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone. I serve only the frozen
What is it
throne.
now? This is more like
Another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight.
something's breaking through. Defensive positions! Finally.
Oblivion awaits.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. I'll make sure you suffer.
I'll consume the living and the dead.
Tread lightly.
My might cannot be matched.
No one orders me around.
I serve only the frozen
What is it now?
We're running out of time. We must find the exit. By
Speak,
them,
fool.
They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it. I'll see
Tread
to
lightly.
it.
For the Lich King.
Indubitably.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. No one orders me around. Finally.
I'll consume the living
What is
and
it
the
now?
dead.
Tread lightly.
Feel the
Speak,
venom of doom.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Speak,
I'll
fool.
see to it.
Tread lightly.
Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.